In the early 2000s, a young man flew across the United States in order to interview for an entry-level job at a zoo in New Orleans, still wrecked by Hurricane Katrina. Now, he did this primarily because the love of his life was moving to New Orleans to study. I, of course, hired that young man, who turned out to be the worst employee we ever had. But it was also the beginning of a deep friendship and a partnership that would change all of our lives. Stephen and Erin were always fun, supportive friends, but they were also really good counsel during challenges and even through successes. They always encouraged me to be more honest with myself and with others, and to stay focused on the things that really matter. And so it's no surprise to me that they've made it their mission to mentor young entrepreneurs. I'm just glad that their work and dedication is being recognized because, flying across the country in order to interview for an entry-level job at a zoo at a city that's still wrecked by a storm is objectively a terrible idea, unless you're focused on what really matters.
I've always been grateful for the time commitment he's made to be on campus working with our students. Living in his home base in Atlanta with Erin and their children, to be up here sometimes once a month, twice a month, at any time of year to support our students has meant the world to our students. It's having an impact on our students.
Stephen gave me a job as a software engineer, which is extremely hard to get your first job as a software engineer. So that was just an amazing thing he did for me, just because. It let me move down to Austin with Haley. It changed the entire trajectory of our lives by moving down there.
Before I was even at CMU, I remember meeting Stephen in 2017 and being introduced to him by Jeff Thomas. And Jeff saying, David, this guy flew up all the way from Atlanta to come support our students today. And that was a really meaningful thing because I had just driven up from Lansing, and I thought that was a big commitment for the day.
It could have been just Stephen, coming in and say, I'm going to help out and show up once in a while, which we really appreciate. We get from some group, some people and things. But Erin jumped on the bandwagon too to work with Stephen. So both of them brought so much together with them and their knowledge of businesses.
The Wakeling-Gendron Entrepreneur Scholars Program, we are just finishing the first year. So the first cohort of 8 entrepreneurs, WGEs as we call them, are wrapping up. And what a remarkable year it has been. It has had Stephen and Erin completely involved. They don't just write a check and walk away and say have fun with it, which is also not a bad thing. But Stephen and Erin get deeply involved, and they're spending time with the students. They're mentoring, they're coaching, they're introducing them to a plethora of resources that will be of help to the students and their networks, regardless of the path that they choose in life.
Everything that we've kind of done up to this point, there's so much of it that we wouldn't have done just without knowing that they're in our corner, without their words of encouragement. I know I can always call Stephen and Erin if I'm a little freaked out or having a rough time with life or business, and they'll always pick up.
It's no surprise to me that Stephen and Erin are being honored with this award. Their involvement in CMU and NBC support is just really unmatched to anyone that I've seen at every single competition. They're both always there.
I know you just finished at South by Southwest, where you were hobnobbing with all the national celebrities such as Guy Kawasaki, Mark Cuban. But here at Central Michigan University, our celebrities are Stephen and Erin. So congratulations on a well-deserved award.
Congratulations, Stephen and Erin. What an incredibly well-deserved recognition.
Stephen and Erin, cheers to you both.
Stephen and Erin, congratulations on earning the Alumni Commitment Award in 2024. Fire up.